Three, two. And we
Hello.
are
Hi.
live. Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing. So good to see you.
Likewise. Always good to see you.
So
Likewise.
always good to see you as well. Yeah. So Antonia is our ray of sunshine. So my name is Brenda Williams, and I'm a soul coach, culture empathic, soul-led feminine entrepreneurs. And I know that might feel like a mouthful, but it still doesn't even encapsulate the beauty and dynamic presence that these women bring to the world that I am so privileged to coach. And Antonia and our family is the ray of sunshine. And I think that sometimes that might sound like hokey or, you're just such a ray of sunshine, but it's true. And for many empaths, hearing things like, oh, you're so easy to talk to, I feel like I can tell you anything, um, you have such a light, I feel better being around you. It's not something to take lightly or for granted. And Antonia definitely shows up that way as she is the coach for startups, for those who have a dream and a vision. And a lot of the times we sort of minister art. And so when we don't see the thing in the world, we have to go out and
Right.
create it. And so I have been so blessed and fortunate to have Antonia in our community. So we'll just do it. Antonia, what was life like before you started coaching uh, with me?
Um, First of all, thank you. That was a really beautiful introduction. So I appreciate that very much. Um, so I think that sometimes paths cross and stars align and everything happens exactly the way that it's supposed to. And that's the way that I feel about my life prior to coming across you and then post. Um, I had been looking for a business coach for a long time. I would say easily maybe 18 months. Um, and I, for the reason, not that I didn't know what to do, um, but that I wasn't sure how to let my purpose and my passion lead me to do what I was supposed to do. I was very tactical. I had a very tactical approach, but it didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel soul led. Um, and so I wasn't making a lot of progress because I wasn't leading with my heart and soul, if that makes sense at all. Um, and so I came across somebody promoting, or not promoting in a bad way, but just kind of championing your sister mind. And as soon as I hit the site, I was like, oh, okay, this, her. Um, I had just a fun personal anecdote. I remember your name. Our paths didn't really cross, but we went to high school together. So I do remember your name, but even post that, I had been following you, or at least I was aware of you professionally for a couple of years as well. So as soon it was again, it was like the star, it was just like everything all aligning, stars aligning, everything happening the way that it was supposed to happen. So I'm just really glad that our paths crossed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just want to center for those of you who are listening, whether you catch this on a replay or wherever this may find you, about how our steps are ordered, how there's this divine orchestration of timing, and that you can know someone or know of someone, and it just may not be the right season. So I just want to invite people to just be aware of how things land in your body and that resonance. And I loved what you talked about purpose and passion aligning and not the tactical approach, solely the tactical approach. So, Antonia, I would ask you, like, what are some of the uh, results or wins that you've experienced in your life and business? Because, in our program, we are very holistic. We
Yes.
approach life, work, business at every level. So, what would you say are some of the wins or ahas or, yeah, I got this out of the program?
So many. And so I'll kind of just pick up on, leading with purpose and passion. I mean, that is probably my number one win was I was able to really figure out my purpose in life and kind of my purpose in business and how those married and aligned and where they aligned. Um, the program goes very deep. To be perfectly honest, I don't even think I wasn't ready, or not that I wasn't ready. I needed to like really get very in touch with myself and be very honest with myself and face some demons and open some doors, some closet doors and some basement doors that I had closed. And just kind of get really honest with myself about what was holding me back and kind of and what my gift to the world was, and not be afraid of that. So I would say that that is number one is I learned to not fear the gift. um I know I don't mean to sound cocky about it, just when you're blessed with something, I mean, we all have different skills and characteristics and talents, and sometimes it can be scary to really lean into it. So that's number one, is that I'm learning still, and still learning, with every new session. This program's not over yet. So with every new session, I'm still learning how to deepen um, into myself and pull some of those other gifts out that I can give the world with. Um, business wise speaking, though, I I've made some money, and it's because I have charged my worth and I felt good about it. I have said yes to opportunities that I would have maybe not said yes to, because maybe I didn't feel like I was worthy of it, or I was enough. Um, so business speaking, I also have profited quite a bit as well. So all the way around, I'm feeling really good.
And so, yeah, as someone who identifies as empathic, highly sensitive, there's an approach that's a little that we have to do the work. So, what would you tell someone that's maybe on the fence about? And I just want to be explicit. So, Antonia enrolled in a 10-month program with me. Um, I, at the moment, am offering a one on one. And so, within the 10 months, for mine, we do have one on one sessions where, yes, we have the benefit of the group, but there's also an opportunity to go a little deeper one on one as the individual needs arise, right? So, what would you tell someone that's maybe on the fence about hiring a coach? Because 18 months, Antonia, that is a amount of time.
Yeah.
And I do not advise anyone just haphazardly, like just jump into any old pro. Like, no, 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 no. So I love that you took like some serious trusted your intuition, your inner knowing to know like this is right for me. So what would you say to someone that might be in a similar space where they've been looking and not really maybe finding what that their soul is calling for?
Yeah. I would echo a lot of what you just said. I mean, uh, I don't want to sound hokey about it. It's almost like when you know. But for those of us who are empathic, highly empathic, for those of us who do pick up other um, energies and just have an intuition about life and about people, um, this is a program that helps you hone in on those intuitions. It helps you make use of those empathic abilities. And honestly, I think a lot of us are highly empathic. I think some of us just don't want to believe it, or but you know when you walk into a room and you can sense a room. You know when somebody walks up to you and tells you their life story and you've barely met them, right? So I think a lot of us have those abilities, but this helps hone that in and gives it a space to live and breathe and serve the world. And if that's the type of entrepreneur, I, even as my own, as Brenda said, I'm an entrepreneur coach for startups, and I don't believe that I'm really right for startup. I'm not. First of all, I'm not right for everybody, but I'm not right for startups that are kind of just out to make the quick buck. Like, that's not that's not for me. And so similarly, I would say if you're just kind of out to make a quick dollar and don't really um, have any purpose or a soul led business, then maybe it might not be right. But if you want to hone in on what makes you magic so that you can serve the greater world, um, I would say that this is definitely a program worth considering. I'm very, very, very happy I did. Very happy. Very happy. It opened so many doors for me that I would have just um it just made me see myself in a completely different way and see how I can hone and use my gifts in a way that serves, because at the end of the day I feel like that's what it's all about.
Yeah, truly being of service. Antonia, I cannot tell you just what a pleasure it is, it continues to be to have you in the community and our community. It's such a blessing to, it's a symbiotic relationship, right? So I am equally as to have you, and I just am so grateful that you said yes. And this is definitely, especially at a time. I think I remember I was still banned from Facebook. So it's like I really center that for people, like
Yes.
the ways in which we're told, yeah, to market or to show up, like, what is really for you. The source, in my community, we have people who affirm the Almighty, the all there is under different names, but it's all one power and one presence. The way God shows up, the way the universe is moving for you, you really can't dictate and you can't stop. You're good. That's all I can say. Like you can't even intercept it. And so you don't have to focus on like all the things that again, tactical. When
Right.
it is soul and spiritually led, you will be in rooms, your name will be in rooms that you're not even in. So, or spaces that you're
Right.
not in
It
because the
all
will is
all comes
unfolding
in
on
place.
our way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
I'm so pleased. Yes. So
Yeah.
I feel the same way, the exact same way. And I look forward to our groups, and I look forward to our one-on-ones, and I always come out incrementally ahead. And it's been such a blessing. So
Well, amen. I will woman and Ashe. Mia, thank you so much for carving time out with me and with us. So again, my name is Brenda Williams, also for culture shifters who are leading their businesses, their mission-based businesses through heart and soul, and wanting to make an impact and difference on our planet and our world. And we do look at things through the lenses of social justice, equity, and inclusion. But as our sister says, Lisa, I love Lisa Sullivan. She says it has to be baked in,
right,
not bolted
right.
on.
Oh yeah.
So that is her wisdom. That's super she power.
That
So
is so
again,
true.
Antonia, thank you so much. Yeah, it's so true. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now, everybody.